That's their car. Oh, they're over
Alright,
there.
get the guns ready, girl. Let's blaze this shit. Okay.
Hello, darlings.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so there's definitely frustration on both sides here. And I want this to be a civil talk. I don't want there to be shouting, screaming, like rude tones,
agree.
guns. I think we can be civil about this.
Yep.
Immature. So let's just kind of start off with the way your girls are feeling and you.
Okay. So obviously, elephant in the room. All of us know this. It's
Right.
an issue for a lot of my girls to wake up in the other one. So a lot of the times I'm either alone in there. Like, I want to be brutally honest. It's not just you guys that aren't seeing that. Like, even it affects me too. Like, a lot of the times I've been alone as well. And with everything happening, oh sorry, I'll yell so you guys can all hear me. With everything happening, you guys decided to say fuck war terms, start going after people solo. So my girls did the same energy, and yes, today we ended up going into Wu-Chang. And you guys say that you're not hiding in Wu-Chang and you're just working on music and stuff. But from the get-go, from day one, I did say I don't want Wu-Chang involved in this. Stop going in Wu-Chang while we're at war. In the other storm, we're not around. I guess whatever. You like obviously, you know, if nothing's happening, nothing's happening. But in this storm, you guys know that we're around. And if I didn't walk in there today, I wouldn't even know that you guys were in there. And then when I did go in there and I saw you, the first thing you guys said, or she said, was, girl, not right now. I'm working on music.
Period.
My girls are on the train. So my thing is, why is it different for my girls when they're by themselves doing whatever they want to do? Because they don't get to lock themselves behind glass doors that we can't get in. Why is it different for them? They get to get hunted when their girls are on the train and they're alone. And then you guys try to say that you're not hiding in Wu-Chang, but as I'm walking her down, I'll be honest, I wasn't planning on shooting you guys at Wu-Chang. I wasn't.
And you did.
Yes, I did. As we're walking down, though, she turns around and says, hey, make sure you tell the Wu-Chang executives what's happening. That is hiding behind Wu-Chang. That is hiding behind
This
Wu-Chang.
was supposed to be a mature conversation.
Amara, hold on. Okay. So the thing, what did she say to you again? She said, not right now.
I walked in. I didn't even know if it was one of you because she wasn't wearing the color. Before I literally said hello because I didn't know who it was. And she said, girl, not right now.
Okay, so y'all don't also understand is, like you said, your girls can't wake up, you know, in the next room, whatever. But like we go around hunting for y'all like for hours. Like we don't ever get much, you know, because it's obviously not y'all awake. But like when we're going, we wake up in this storm, like we're here making music. We wake up. We're not like gonna go and hunt y'all for hours again. It's just kind of exhausting. Like we're like, okay, we're gonna go to Wu-Chang and make music, but I don't think it's like something we use to behind glass doors. But even if we did, I just feel like it's not really our problem that your girls don't have that. Like I don't really know what to tell you. Like if you and your girls want to come into Wu-Chang and do what you want to do and shoot us, like that is your choice. Like if you want to deal with the consequences that come with that, it's not really our problem. I see how it's not that fair, but in war, I just feel like things aren't fair. Like I just don't know what else to like tell you guys.
But in the first week,
Carlos clearing.
Valentine was running around with a car filled with Wu-Chang artists, and there was a shootout that happened at an ammunition store.
Because she can hang out with.
And then there was a big argument that happened up at the prison where the Wu-Chang artists got shot again because they were getting involved. We don't want other people involved in this war. And you guys going into Wu-Chang and locking yourselves in Wu-Chang is involving other people. Especially, especially if when we go in there and we are on this war shit and we say, hey, you're coming with me, and you turn around and say, make sure to tell the Wu-Chang executive, that is hiding behind Wu-Chang. That is involving other people. And she also complained that she doesn't want to do war stuff when she's making music, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Don't do war. I said to Zoe on the phone the other day, this war is pointless. We've shot you a bunch. You've shot us a bunch. We're on completely opposite schedules. This war is not working. And she said, too bad. fuck war terms. Give us 300K and a bunch of guns to end it.
Okay.
So if you guys want to
let me address
just
this.
let me finish my point.
You're skipping out
If
a
you
very
guys
big
want
part,
to
girl.
escalate these things and start saying fuck war terms and hunting my girls solo, ocean dumping them, pocketing, like literally taking everything out of their pockets and doing these things and escalating these things, we're going to start escalating as well. And that includes going into Wu-Chang, even though we have made it very clear from the get-go that we don't want to. And yes, I know that there's supposed to be a meeting that takes place, but like we've all known, our times are completely opposite.
Right. So,
Wait, can I just say something? Because
Sure.
it's about the whole thing. I was saying not right now for a meeting, girl. Like, I was telling you the girls are waking up, and every time you keep bringing up the 300K thing, you're missing out on a big part. When you and Zoe had a conversation, and Zoe asked you to have a meeting, and you said, no, not right now.
Right,
We
because I was by
waited
myself
for-
and I
no,
had
hold
been
on,
awake for
let me
12
talk, 'cause
hours.
I let you talk. And we waited for days, and we got nothing. You wanted a meeting.
Right, but every time I've woken up, I have called her.
Complaining?
I have called her every time I've been awake.
what time do you normally wake up?
This storm.
Yeah, she's never around this storm.
Right, and I'm not around in the other storm because my girls are in this storm right now. I
Okay,
would be.
so-
I was waking up in the other storm, but even then, I think I was earlier than you guys. I don't know. Our schedules were not matching up.
Okay.
I would text her. I would try and call every time I was around.
So, I think that we're both kind of on an agreement that it's getting a bit pointless. We shot y'all shot us, whatever. The whole thing with the whole aggression and getting your girl solo was kind of, we were just like, okay, we want this war to end. I just don't think it's going to end if we're just going to keep playing nice to each other. So we wanted to get more aggressive, and I don't know, clearly things are just not working out.
Right. The
on both
problem is
ends. It's
for you guys, it seems like you're fine with you guys getting more aggressive, but when I'm on that same energy, it's a problem. If
I
I
don't
march
think-
into Wu-Chang, it's a problem.
It's not a problem. I don't really think it's a problem if that's what you guys want to do to get us back. Like, it's fair. I agree with you on that. If you want to march into Wu-Chang, shoot whoever, get whoever, kidnap, why not? Like, you were in a war. Like, I get that. Like, and that's what my point was like, that's completely y'all's choice. And and the consequences that come with that, whether Wu-Chang gets involved or Chang Gang, whoever the fuck, I don't know, don't really care, but that's just kind of what you're gonna have to deal with.
Right. But from the get-go, from literally day one, I said very clearly, and all of my girls have said the same thing, just stop going to Wu-Chang. Stop going to Wu-Chang while this war is happening. If you don't want to do
But
it, then
the
don't
thing
do
is,
a war.
wait,
Because
no, hold
just
on,
wait.
hold on.
Because war is a 24/7 fucking thing. And I understand that. And that is part of the reason, correct me if I'm wrong, that is part of the reason why you started hunting my girls solo. Because you didn't want to wait around, correct?
But
So
we're
I don't
also
want to
not
wait
gonna
around. No. I don't want to wait around
though,
for you guys to be done writing
Okay.
music in Wu-Chang.
We've done nothing but wait around for
We're
you guys,
not-
though.
The issue is we've literally been waiting for you guys for hours. We're not
Okay,
gonna
do you not think
stand
that
there
we're
and
doing the
wait.
same
Of
thing in
course
this storm?
I'm gonna take 30 minutes out of my fucking day to work on a song, Cindy. Like, what do you think this is?
Okay, do you not think that we're not doing the same thing?
I know,
in this
but you have
storm?
to understand, when we're going around hunting for you for hours, then we decide to go to
Literally,
Wu-Chang, and
since
that's when you
we're
guys
awake.
wake up. It's just kind of not fair. Like,
We
what do
don't
you,
know.
How is that
I'm
not fair?
Because I don't know why you continuously expect to hunt you guys for both storms for hours, trying to find you and literally find
Okay.
nothing. It's like, what do you expect
Right.
from us?
So my girls wake up and they're hunting for hours. You guys aren't around. And then they decide to chill, or one of them's alone and they get taken alone. How is that fair then, if that's your argument? Is it not fair because they don't have a glass door to lock them behind?
That's not really my
we literally
problem.
said,
I mean-
it's fine. You can come in, but the consequences that come with it are out of our control. So
mean,
you're just
can I just
taking
ask?
that.
Can I ask? You say that we've locked ourselves behind the glass door, but how did you get in today?
It was open today.
But it should have been.
That's not what we got
things.
sold.
Either way, you guys are the one who said, okay, that's not our problem, you know, it's not fair that you guys can't get in, so we get in, so what's the problem with us?
Okay,
There-
we just
there-
want to know.
Okay.
Problem.
I
Hold
think
on.
this is going in
Hold on.
circles.
It's
This
it's
is going
definitely
in circles.
it's going in
Let her
circles.
talk.
Who?
Let Naomi talk.
Okay, so we're both frustrated, we're both annoyed, we're both kind of over it. So where do you want to go from here, Cindy?
I said this to Zoe, and I'm going to say the same thing to you. We've shot you. You've shot us. I don't think we should have to pay you. I don't think you should have to pay us. This should just end, because I think we can all agree. All of us want this to be like a silly, goofy, fun thing, correct?
Sure.
No
I'm
one wants
sorry,
to be
I
having
don't
a bad
think-
time.
I'm sorry. I don't think
getting
war
shot
is a silly, goofy thing.
Okay, you know what I'm trying to say though. Like everyone's just arguing with each other. This is what I'm trying to say. I don't think getting shot is a silly, goofy, fun thing. But I think us arguing every time that we interact with each other is not good. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you feel.
Are you saying like getting shot and kidnapped is not fun?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best to say this in the best way I can. I think that this is becoming a not great environment. Is what I'm trying to say. It's getting toxic. Okay, it's getting toxic.
It's getting
toxic. That's what I'm trying to say in the
over
nicest way.
But you started it.
But
okay. Whoa.
So why are
if
you
you came up,
hold on,
if
let's
came
all take
up,
it down to like 10 notches because I think we're all getting a little heated.
Go back on topic about what we want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're just arguing how.
I'm also gonna reiterate. If someone walked up to another gang leader, the same thing would happen. The same thing would happen. You can't tell me it wouldn't because it would. You insult a gang leader's gang, bad things happen in that situation.
You were pressing for a war though. You were calling me.
No.
Let me talk, girl. I've let you talk this whole entire time. Let me say something.
But she didn't finish, so let her finish.
No, let me talk. I was the one talking.
But she didn't finish talking.
Girl,
whatever.
Okay, whatever. Just let her speak. I don't even care.
I was on the phone, me and Shannon, and you kept pushing for a war, girl. We didn't want. Me and Shannon were literally like, girl, like I don't know, like we don't know, like just wait for Zoe, whatever. And you were pushing. You were like, what are your colors? What are blah blah? Like you wanted a war. You said wait.
You started kidnapping my girls.
You're the one that doesn't want it now. You started it. You deal with it.
I think we all don't want this.
But I also do think like we're all over. I think Amara was definitely bringing up the fact that how it happened and how like we all both wanted it, or how you guys wanted it, and then like it just kind of things just happened. It escalated. The war happened. Whatever. But
I don't think it should end just because like that though.
No, I kind of disagree, Amara. Though I feel like it should end because I think we both clearly made our point. I feel like. Obviously, you guys know VFT is definitely new. We've only been a thing for like maybe 2-3, like official thing, maybe 2-3 months. I feel like we both made our points. I feel like VFT has definitely gained respect in that aspect. And I feel like it's an appropriate time now before things are getting a little too toxic and it's getting a little inconvenient for both of us on each sides because our schedules are very opposite. I feel like there's no more point to be made at all. And I think it's I think it's fair and I think it's appropriate to literally just end it here.
Can I also?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, like, I'm pretty sure, like, most of, like, us agree. I don't know if you guys have chain problems, but, like when we are able to wake up, which we're on the chain for a long time, like, we wake up and, like, it's war. And, like, yeah, it happens, it's war, but, like, it isn't, like, really that fun, you know, when you wake up and then it's just immediate like hunting.
For you guys, you wake up, you work on music, you go to concerts, you do whatever songwriting and shit you do. For us, it's constant 24/7 gang shit, and it just doesn't feel like it's being reciprocated when you're like, hey, hold on, I'm sorry, I'm working on music.
If there's only one of you awake, then like we can't just be like
exactly. So then why is it a problem when there's only one of you awake and you're in Wu-Chang? That's what causes issue today.
We never said it was a problem.
But it is a problem because when I went in, she turned around and said, "Make sure you tell the exexecutives." She said, "Girl, not right now." And then she got mad outside.
We are going back again. Can we just
this is annoying.
Can we just stop bringing that up? We're trying to literally talk about how we want this to end.
Well, honestly, like Cindy, like you kind of started this war, and like I agree it should end, but I don't agree that like you get to start a war and put us through this and then be like, okay, I want to end it, like, and nothing, we don't get anything.
But also,
but
I feel like
you were the one as well.
Hold on,
weren't you the one who was like, I haven't been awake in a few days, I don't really know what's going on, I don't really want a war, so why are you pushing for the war to continue?
I don't want a war. I said I don't know what is going on, and your gang leader is the one that started this, so you can thank her.
Do you not know what's going on, but you're pushing for a war if you don't know what's going on?
I feel like she's been caught up at this point.
Okay. Also, when someone insults a gang leader and their gang, shit happens. Then you guys decided to continue it, which is fine. I'm not saying it's not. But when you start kidnapping gang members, and I call and say, okay, is this a war? And you guys say, yes, this is a war. And then I start asking for details about the war. That is not me pushing a war. That is me trying to put it on an even playing field so we can work out terms and make it as good as possible for a war situation.
Well, I want to apologize on our end because I know in the beginning. Amara, please hold on. No. Let me talk because I'm not done. I want to apologize on honor for the miscommunication in the beginning because I understand that war terms were not clear in the beginning, and that's just simply facts. Like on our end.
she right.
And like I said,
She's
we
right.
are a newer gang. We're still learning
the
things.
communication in the beginning was.
And
that's why
what
I was
I'm
down to like
apologizing
explain
for
about
that
the war terms
miscommunication.
and try and work it out as well. Like that's what I mean. Like in the beginning, it was a huge mess. And I feel like I was being pretty patient trying to get it all worked out instead of just being an asshole off the go.
Are you quiet? I'm quiet because
so do any of you
everyone's
girls,
sleeping in my house right now.
do any of you have an issue with me saying that is true?
What's true?
That in the beginning I apologize about the communication and there were not set war terms.
Well,
I do.
So I need to talk about
this. Because
we had a conversation about war terms like completely.
When was that, Cindy?
At the beginning.
Did that
I have
happen?
a question really quick.
What's your question?
So this whole thing started at Wuchella, correct?
No.
I'm not at Wuchella.
No.
It was after Wuchella. Me and Zoe were riding around. We did like a little funny diss track on Cindy and she shot us and posted it on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And like you said, you talk shit to a gang leader, you're gonna get shot, whatever. But like also you did that to us and we're like kind of an upcoming gang. We're gonna have that reaction too, and we're gonna be like, bitch, we're gonna.
And I'm not mad
at
you for that. I'm not saying that's a bad thing to do. But when you guys start kidnapping my girls, that's when I started calling and saying, hey, is this a war? And I think we can all agree, none of us want, like, I don't want to hate you guys. Genuinely, I don't. But I feel like the environment right now is getting, like the girl said, it is becoming toxic to the point where we're all just arguing every time we see each other. Because there is this whole thing of you guys are hunting us for hours without seeing us. We're hunting you for hours without seeing you. And, like, girls are getting taken solo. And now, you know, like, we had to go into Wu-Chang and stuff. It's escalating to a point. And I think me and you right now are on the same understanding of this. Of I don't know if this is even worth continuing because of the situation at hand.
Okay, so I agree, but obviously I am not the leader. I'm just, you know, talking for Zoe because she's not here. But I agree because I want this just simply to end. I feel like we both made our point. There's no more point to be proven. Like it's just kind of useless. But that's me speaking on my behalf. I want to know how my other girls are feeling about
Can I
that.
propose something?
Yeah.
How about we put the war on like a little pause moment until we can get Zoe here, because all of us don't feel comfortable making a decision without her because she is our leader.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so you girls agree on Cindy, you agree on taking a pause on the war until we can get Zoe to talk to you and everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Just let me. Wait. So this is a pause until Zoe and Cindy can meet, or is this until you guys talk to Zoe? And
until Zoe and
we have
this meeting with Zoe here because she is the leader.
Okay.
And obviously
Cindy,
we
you're
can't
just
make
gonna
any
have to
decisions
try
on her
wake up.
behalf.
Hey, can I say something now because of the situation that happened at the start? Okay, so what I want to say is that when you called me Cindy, like literally at the start of this war, okay? And I told you, I'm not the person to communicate this stuff to because I'm not leading this, you know? And then you asked me, oh, is it? So do you guys want the war? And you said,
Karen,
yes.
how are you?
And I said yes. And you said, okay, it's on site. The thing is that when I said, yes, we want the war, I didn't say, oh, right now, because I need to tell my other girls the stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay, but like, you were with I think it was 3 of you at the time.
It was me and
Noelle,
I
had already
from
talked
VFT.
to Amara and Shannon,
and
I think one other girl at that point. And it had already been clear that it was a war. So when I called you, I was like, I'm confused. Is this a war, yes or no? And you said yes. And we had already talked to the other girls.
Yeah, well, it was miscommunication.
Yeah, I think just moving forward for you guys, like I would never speak on Cindy's behalf. You know, I've had many people tell me something and they're like, tell Cindy this, and I tell her that specifically, and I wait for her to tell me what to say to them, or I wait for her to make the decision. You know, like that's just.
Well, I knew it was war.
I mean, for you guys moving forward, you know, like since you're like, it's war, I don't know what's going on. You know, like some people didn't know what was going on. Some people thought it was at Wuchella. Some people thought, you know, okay, it's war, but like, what the hell? How does this go? Just talk to your leader first. You know, that's what they're there for. They're there to guide you. You know, and to make the important decisions so it doesn't fall back on you. Okay, a war started over one person. You know.
I also want to say, like, I think if we do put this behind us and stuff, like genuinely, I mean it when I say this. I don't want to dislike you guys. I don't dislike you guys. I'm a girl's girl. I like to see other girl groups coming up. I like to see you guys doing well. You know, Like I don't want this to be a whole negative thing. And my big thing right now is it feels like it's becoming a negative thing. And maybe the word silly, goofy, haha wasn't the right word, but I think you guys are trying to get what I'm trying to say without saying it. You know?
I understand.
Yeah.
Well,
and I also agree.
But
I think like, because I don't think we want to hate you either. Like we're all here. We're definitely girls. Like we love and support other women. Like we don't want to hate you guys either.
Yeah,
I agree.
But
I
at the
think
same time, I want to say that like we did want a consistent shootouts, you know, with you guys. Like for us to have like.
You got to remember that's out of our control entirely.
Of course. I'm not blaming you guys at all. Like the thing is that what we wanted out of this war was for us, both parties, to, you know, have our time, you know, have our shootouts and everything. We never planned, there's one Mortelle around, let's kidnap her all the time. We never like what we always wanted to be fair. We wanted to be fair with both parties, being like 4v4, 6v4. I don't fucking know how many will be around, but we never wanted to go to the way that we will kidnap only one at a time every time. It just ended to be like that because of, you know, things
that people can't control.
The arcade.
Yeah, like when they can be around, for example. You know what I mean? Like our different schedules. So I don't think anyone should blame anyone for like the time thing because it is out of control, all of it.
Yeah.
I agree on that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess the war is on pause now from this conversation.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. That's all. I guess we'll just have to Cindy. Hopefully you can wake up. Like, I don't think you're ever gonna like for the meeting. I don't think you're ever gonna find any of us.
Yeah, the problem is with the other storm. When I'm around, I'm literally alone. Like that's what I mean when I say like it's not just you guys that it affects.
Does anyone
like,
have any food?
I would love to be around in the other storm mainly. Like that's my preferred storm as well.
Thank you.
But like even when I wake up in that storm, I'm alone because like it's just hard for them and that's out of my control. Like I want you guys to understand. Like I understand the frustration.
Yeah, we understand
because it affects me as well.
Yeah,
super annoying.
From the start, we understood. Like I can have the same problem as well. Like trust me.
I think maybe just if we plan like a meeting with Zoe, like I don't know, like the last hour of, NA storm.
That's when we're always awake. The last hour of NA.
I think this weekend.
It's the weekend.
Zoe will be able to because she has conflicts that she can't be.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely relay this message to her. But is there anything else, like any of our girls had anything else to say, anything to bring up, or you guys?
No, I'm just glad it went.
I just agree.
civilly.
Yeah, we don't want to hate you guys. I love the fucking Bimbo song, and it sucks not being able to listen to them without.
Thank you.
Without being like, oh man.
I think that we should all do an arcade.
Yeah.
Wait,
That'd be fun.
that kind of eats.
I
don't know. So
That'd be
arcade takes so long.
What?
It does take so long.
Girl.
It doesn't take that long.
No,
It's
there's
a
6.
short one.
It's 6 and 6. It's up to them.
True.
Yeah, I'm down if you guys want to.
Yeah.
It's up to everybody. If you want to do one, just put your hand up. I'm fine with either. So.
I
don't care.
Okay, then let's go to one.
Right.
See, but this is what I mean. I feel like it could have been like on a good go from the get go, but things just kind of like escalated.
It just went way too long.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
We'll meet you guys at the arcade.
All right.
Okay. Sounds good, girls.